Hey, Sean, we've talked a lot about this team and being just very resilient this year. What would you say made them that way, and how much of that do you sort of take credit for? Or what did you do to get them there?
Well, first off, look, it's a group thing that happens, and it happens a little bit over time. I feel like it's an experienced team, not only in the regular season but in the postseason. This year was uniquely different, but I think it starts with just the buy-in by the players and the preparation and the process, and understanding that even without the COVID, the 16 weeks is a long season where oftentimes guys are going to have to step in roles that would be different maybe than when the season began. And, we did it a year ago, not just at quarterback, but and then certainly this year has been a little bit more extreme because of all the other things going on. But I think it's a testament to the leadership and the process.
Sean, we know you wanted to obviously upgrade the offensive line's play after last season. Numbers wise, it certainly appears to be that way, but what would be your assessment of how the Lions played this season?
Look, I think they played well. I thought for the most part, we've run the ball well. Our protection numbers have been good. I think it's one of the strengths, I feel like, of our team. And I feel like it's such an important position group relative to the whole team. And so I think we've got good leadership there. And, we've had a few different lineups, but I think that we've been able to function with different players playing in different spots.
When you're looking for those guys, what are you specifically looking for when you're looking for a guy like a Cesar Ruiz or whatever on the line?
Well, look, I think there's a certain amount of intelligence that we feel is important. I think that there's a size and a little bit of a grit factor as to how much they love playing. And I think that we have those things with our current offensive linemen, not just the starters.
Sean, when you guys were going from Ruiz to Easton, were those decisions based? Was that just matchup based for a specific game? Something would look better for Nick than Caesar?
We were trying to play and get both of them work throughout the course of the year, and yeah, I mean, because really we felt like both of those guys, really had good training camps, and we felt like they both should be playing, and that was kind of our approach when the season began.
Sean, is there a long-term concern with Easton now, just with the concussions?
Look, not that I'm aware of, and yet there's always that awareness relative to a player who's had, a couple concussions, and so, we'll always be smart when it comes to that type of injury, and I think for good reason.
Sean, when you hit this point of the season, do you want to see your team hit any benchmarks throughout the course of the week, or do you really try to keep this the same as it always is, same as week 1, week 12, whatever?
Well, we're on a schedule. I mean, it's a Sunday game, so the transition week to week has been smooth. Our practice schedule, obviously, you're paying attention to the details. I'd like to think that we're approaching it much the same way. In other words, we're not, there's a certain level of a heightened sense of urgency because now you're kind of in one of those single elimination type tournaments. But yeah, I don't think we're setting new benchmarks during the week for practice or anything like that. It's the attention to detail. It's, the proper time on field, the proper rest and recovery. You're always weighing those things.
Sean, how have you guys gotten creative to keep Alvin Kamara up to speed while he can't actually be at the facility this week?
We've had a couple, obviously we've got the Zoom technology, the practice video, all of those things. And I think I mentioned this yesterday. It really helps that he's an extremely intelligent player.
Is he able to watch and not necessarily participate, but follow along with the practices on the field as well?
Yeah, there's a live video cam, and look, we've had a number of things, but I don't want that to be the big story, because we still have to wait to see if he's able to play.
Coach, are you concerned about any continuity issues this week based on
Any
some
what?
of those guys are coming back? Are you concerned about any continuity issues on offense based on who might be able to return this week?
Yeah, I understand the question, but I think that's kind of week by week in every game that we're playing. It'd be different if we were returning an offensive guard or center or right tackle that hadn't played in 5 weeks. And so let's see how this group of players, hopefully as many as possible, are able to play. And then obviously we're always mindful of the snap count and how many plays they get.
Sean, not really game related, but 3 guys make the All-Pro second team: Alvin and Demario, Ryan. Just any comments on those honors for them?
Look, they're all deserving, and I think that I'm trying to figure out how you make the Pro Bowl and not, or the All-Pro and not the Pro Bowl. But no, I think that the players and people that follow this game would treat that team is probably the most difficult to make.
Sean, of course, your focus is on the field, but this game will be simulcast on Nickelodeon for the first time in NFL history. What went through your mind when you heard that partnership, and have you contributed to the production this week?
We haven't done anything out of the ordinary. The first time I realized we were going to be on Nickelodeon was someone tweeted about me getting slimed, so I had to look that up. Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that that they're choosing this game, and I think that that says a lot.
How do you view this opportunity for engaging new fans in the NFL? And you mentioned you looked up the slime. Do you have any sense if you will be slimed? At least
I would only enjoy being slimed if we won, and I would be willing to be slimed if we won, whatever that means. I will officially volunteer to be slimed if we win. Thank you. All right. Appreciate you guys.